I'm Kate Abdo, joined by Abner Mares. Thank you so much for being here. We're really grateful for that. We have got you here because we want you to be able to set the record straight on why you're not going to be fighting Gervonta Davis later on next week, in fact. We've got some video that might help you take us through that. Obviously, we had heard elbow injury, but it's obvious that there's something else going on with you. So let's take a look at the video.
If only people knew.
Retina detachment repair, is that what it is? Yeah.
And it was just, you know, it was heartbreaking. It was like, it really bothered me a lot. And even to get the message from Gervonta saying that I faked the injury and just people just,
Abner.
and my wife would just tell me, stop looking at the messages, don't pay attention.
We're all finished, okay?
Boxing ain't easy. Look at where I am.
And at the same time, I was seeing flashes and I would see black. Couldn't see from like here up. And yeah, she made me go on Monday. Thank God, because or else I would have sparred these last 2 days and it would have gotten worse.
Listen, knowing you and liking you as much as I do, that's a really hard thing to watch there. You've obviously had a really tough week. Take us through the timeline of events a little bit. When did you realize that you had this problem?
Look, it happened in a sparring session. It happened on Wednesday. Got hit in the eye. I felt the pain, but I went through it. I still sparred. I came back on Friday for another sparring session. I got hit again. It's a contact sport, and my eye got super red. And then it was that Friday and Saturday where I started seeing clouds and just blurred vision. And I told my wife, and my wife's like, you gotta get it checked. And I said, no, I'm good. So Monday came, and I was gonna go to the gym. I had another sparring session ready for Monday. I usually spar Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But my wife insisted to go see the doctor. Mm-hmm. So she won. I went to the doctor, got seen by the doctor and the specialist, and he said, Abner, you have a detached retina. You're not gonna be able to fight. And that was pretty much it.
How hard did that hit?
I mean, it's really hard because in boxing, you know, detached retina means an end career, ending career, you know, for anyone. It was really hard for me to hear those words once again. It was devastating, and more devastating knowing that when I canceled the fight, when the fight was announced canceled, the messages I was receiving from people saying that I was a fake, that I was faking an injury, that it was a way to pull out of the fight, when in reality people didn't know what I was going through, people didn't know the pain I was going through. And I'm not that type of person, I'm not that type of fighter. I always fight. I called out Davis, I wanted him. He direct messaged me saying the same thing. Why'd you have to fake an injury? And you know, that really boiled me up. I responded back, and it's been a tough week.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, there's a couple of things to clear through there. You said, you know, it's not the first time that you've had to go through this. You said it can be career-ending, but obviously you must take faith from the fact that you've actually been in this situation before and you've then had a spectacular career.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm here, and I'm letting people know what's going on, what's happening. Yes, I do have a detached retina, but let me remind you people, a lot of people don't know. In 2008, I suffered a detached retina in my left eye. 11 years later, I've been a 4-time world champion. I became a 4-time world champion with the detached retina. Unfortunately, I'm suffering another one in my right eye. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean any career for myself. I feel strong. I know that I'm gonna come back after this. It's just a matter of healing, resting, and what the doctors say. You know, my doctor's, he's one of the best, and if he says, Abner, you're good to go, I'm gonna go up there and continue to become a world champion once again. If he says no, I'm ready for retirement. But I honestly feel that I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna conquer that, become a world champion once again.
Let's talk about those comments that you said that you found really hurtful on social media, the way that people were responding to the news. You said it in the video, how much it hurt. You can hear it in your voice here, how much it hurts. I'm sure that you pride yourself on the fact that you've been willing to face anybody in the ring. Perhaps some of the confusion maybe now coming from the fact that we thought an elbow injury. Why did you go that route? Why did you say something different? Did you just want to give yourself time to figure out what was really going on here?
Listen, well, I do have a bad elbow. but not, you know, that bad to cancel a fight. But I mainly said elbow because I was afraid. I didn't want people to know about my eye. I said, you know, if I tell people that my eye, people are gonna think that that's it, he's not fighting anymore. It's a red flag. I don't know, I was scared, honestly. I was scared to let the people know that I'm going through this. I don't want people to see me as, honestly, handicapped. I don't want people to see that, you know, feel that I can't fight anymore, because I know I can. And I wanted to hide it, you know, somehow. No one knew. I just recently told my manager, my promoter, no one knew. Only my family members, and you know, it was hard.
I mean, we all know how much negativity there can be out there on social media, right? I'm sure at the same time you've had a lot of positive support. How has that helped you through?
Only a few positive, obviously, just your real friends, true family, and true friends that, you know, have supported me and are there. But mainly everybody turned their back on me. Everybody's saying that, you know, I'm a fraud. Everybody, I want my money back. Everybody's saying that I pretended to be injured, and it sucks, you know. But, you know, hopefully with this, people understand, and that's the point I'm trying to send, you know, tell the people that I'm truly sorry. And let me tell you, I did tell, and I'm saying, and I'm thinking about it, I must have sounded stupid then, but I remember telling the doctor, my doctor, I told him, let me fight this one fight. I don't care if I go blind. And doctor got really mad, and he said, Abner, you're stupid. I'm never gonna let you fight like this. But that was how bad I wanted to fight. I really wanted to fight, you know, on Saturday. I wanted to fight Gervonta. I knew I could beat this guy. I knew I could win. I trained really hard last week. I was pretty much done with camp. But things happen for a reason.
Listen, you're obviously looking to be able to make the comeback from this, and you'll be consulting with your doctor to figure out what the timeline is and what the possibilities are. Do you have any idea of what the scale of that timeline looks like? And will you be gunning for a Gervonta Davis fight once that comeback happens for you?
Listen, well, it's an automatically, doctor gave me a 90-day suspension. You know, that's enough for my eye to somewhat heal, and then I'm gonna go see my specialist, and we'll take it from there. You know, I gotta take it day by day, whatever he tells me. If he says you need more time for healing, I'll definitely will, you know. But if he tells me you're good, get back in training, I'll be back in the gym that very first day. So it's more than anything on the doctors and however I take care of my eye. Right now I'm here with you, but the first week I'm supposed to be looking down the entire time. I can't be looking up. I have to have my face down for an entire week. Sleeping position is the worst. I gotta sleep facing down a certain way, and it's tough. You know, it's not easy, but I'll get through it. I'm a champion inside and out, and this is nothing. For some reason, I let the negativity get to me, the fans, people talking bad about me, because I'm not used to people seeing that. You know, people know me as a strong individual. I never back down, but somehow this time it did get to me. But here I am, you know, showing face and telling the people that I am injured, but that I will be back, and I owe him that one fight. And I don't know if it's gonna be against Gervonta, but it'll definitely be against somebody, and I'll give him a show.
Listen, I think it's absolutely understandable that it's gotten to you, and you know, there's so many of us here that do have your back and are really rooting for you. You're in our prayers, and we're looking forward to seeing you back. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
By the way, a full-length version of Abner's journey can be watched on his Instagram. You can find it on at Abner Mares. It's really worth watching. Take a look. Very powerful stuff. It's going to go live just moments from now. So good again. Thank you for the honesty. We really do wish you a speedy recovery. More Inside PBC Boxing is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you for watching. Well, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you click somewhere around here and subscribe. From fight highlights to exclusive interviews, we have got everything you need as a boxing fan right here on PBC on Fox.